Hello, my name is Maui Rivero. I am a first year student at ASU, and this is my overview of the class LIA 101. The LIA 101 class, at first, I have to be honest, I didn't want to be in it. I just took the class because it was required for me. But when I actually took the class, I started to realize that it was kind of beneficial, or actually beneficial for me to take because it was different than any other class, being that we talked about things that, classes don't usually talk about. The module that I enjoyed the most and did my best to take from was Module 3, and the overview was What do I do when life throws me a curveball? Being fresh out of high school, it's difficult to decide what I'm going to do when life hits me with struggles, but I was able to really unravel what I would do in a curveball in college. I decided to first start off with my at home life and decide that when I am hit it with a curveball at home, to communicate that with the rest of my family. And in college, it's different because you have to do it all on your own, basically. And so, whenever I was hit with curveballs in college, I wanted to deal with it on my own, but that wasn't very smart because I was left to clean up big messes that I didn't really know how to clean. And so, instead, I would go to resources for my grades, of course. And whenever I needed help with writing assistance, I would go to the writing center. And with math, if I ever struggled in a assignment or in a homework, I would go to the tutoring, especially before tests, and they were actually very, 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 very beneficial. The topic that would resonate with me the most was this one because it's so important to focus on yourself, especially when you have to deal with all the different classes that you're taking and you want to focus on, okay, yeah, I have to get my homework done, but how am I doing as well? It's easy to get everything done, but it's also hard to remember that you need to focus on yourself as well, aside from doing the homework. And which was something that I struggled with at first because I was so worried about getting all my work done that I was not really worried about how I was doing mentally, when it's important to focus on yourself as well. The information that I received in the class, such as how to deal with financial aid and how to handle financial issues like loans and what subsidized and unsubsidized meant, was new for me. And so being taught this in the class was very beneficial. It impacted my semester because I felt like I was able to be closer to my advisor, being that he did teach the class, and it was easier for us to have that relationship and for me to trust that he was doing the right thing for me. I gained information for the future. I know that there's possible scholarships for everything. There's scholarships for everything. There's even scholarships for opportunities to go out of the country and do study abroad, which was something that I did not know. The impact that the class also did for me was give me the opportunity to meet a small group of kids and make different kind of relationships with kids in a smaller setting. And I also liked that a lot of the parts of the class were very personal and we were able to talk about things that we wanted to, and I felt comfortable in the class sharing any information that I felt I could share, and it never felt like any ounce of hostility being in the class. It was a good environment in that aspect. I also liked that the advisor was very helpful and told us how we could do anything. He did not have a filter on what he would want to tell us. He wanted to help us with everything possible. He helped me with my schedule, and even though I have a weird plan, he helped me get on that right track to get to that final destination that I want to go to, which is dental school. And so that was very helpful for me, and I'm guessing everyone else that took that help also got that same advantage to fixing their schedule the way that they need to. He also helped me make sure that my schedule was all good and in the right track. And so I liked the class because it was a personal one. It was got me closer to my advisor, got me closer to some students in the class. I was able to really understand the different resources at ASU that are available for me, and I was able to see how big of a family it can be at ASU when you are involved in the different groups, different clubs, and the different activities that they have available, and all of the different resources that we can use to find future jobs. Thank you. This is my overview of LIA 101.